All right, so the rain has started to fall here at the Trek CXC Cup, and I've got Mike Berry, one of the mechanics at the Cannondale-CyclocrossWorld.com team, and we're going to go back over to your trailer, and we're going to learn how to clean one of these bikes.
Absolutely.
All right. Today we're at the Trek CX Cup in Waterloo, Wisconsin for the second round of the Cyclo-cross World Cup. The skies opened up and the rain started coming down, and the riders and mechanics were in for a muddy day of it. Michael Berry from Cannondale-CyclocrossWorld.com racing team was kind enough to take us through how they get the bike back up and running after a nasty day of racing. Okay, Mike, so we've got the bike back here. It's pretty muddy. They had to switch because of the tires, I think, right?
Yep. Yeah. These mixes were not quite enough grip for once it started raining, so we pitted for a little more aggressive tire.
Yeah, mud tire. So so the bike's dirty. You're bringing it back here to the Cannondale booth where you're going to clean it all off. And it's a little bit different than a race scenario. Like, what would you do in a race scenario? A bike rider comes in with a pit.
In a race scenario, it's primarily working on cleaning the mud off. Really not worrying too much about degreasing chain, just really getting the heavy stuff off the tires, off the brake levers, off the saddle.
Yep.
Reducing the weight from the mud.
Yeah, because sometimes you're going to turn a bike back to a rider
in half a lap.
Yeah, 4
Yep.
minutes. 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. All right, well then we're going to watch you rip this thing down and get it cleaned up.
Cool.
So tell us what's going on here. You've got different brushes for different things.
Yep. So it's a quite smaller nylon brush for the chain cassette.
Yep.
Really helps knock the heavy stuff off.
Okay.
And then there's bigger, softer brush for wheels, tires, and frame.
Right. And is this with horsehair?
This is horsehair, yeah.
Yeah, so that doesn't pick up any of the grease, right?
Yep. Yeah. It's you can get it dirty and it washes clean.
Yeah, right. I love that. Okay. And then and this obviously has a lot of grass on it. This is a course that's like going to get beaten up and chewed up, but grass is always a little brutal because it gets in everything.
Gets in everything. Gets in the pulley wheels. Definitely have to make sure you clean out of the pulley wheels. The pressure washer will take care of a lot of that.
You can't leave these dirty in your garage. You need to be really quick about getting the mud off these.
Yep. Get the mud off. You want to make sure, obviously, that no water gets down inside and where the glue is. Especially when it's dry and dusty, you want to get that stuff off as well.
Okay.
It'll do just as much damage as the water will.
Yeah, all right. All right, we're going to watch you blast this down. So we got all of this stuff off of it, power washed it, gotten all the big stuff off. You can still see there's still a little bit of debris from this grass.
We'll clean out the rest of the grass and back on the stand when we lube it up.
Okay.
Dry it down.
So we're gonna bring it in now.
Yep.
Okay, to the dry.
To the dry.
Okay, so we're back in. This is like getting your hair done a little bit. We're at the salon. We've been outside. We got it nice. It was dirty.
Yep, we got a shampoo, and now we're back here for the finishing touches.
That's right. Okay, so now you bring it in. You're going to dry it all off. Tell us about what's going to happen now.
So from here, it's going to get a little more detail, pull the wheels off, dry things up more so than what we were dealing with outside. And we'll lube the chain, make sure everything's good, inspect tires, inspect the handlebar tape, make sure this bike did go down, so we'll make sure everything's good.
Got it. And the reason that you take the wheels off, obviously this bike it probably only had 8 minutes of racing before it got back to you, presumably?
Yes. Yeah. But it is something, you pull the wheels off just so we can clean them better, we can make sure we get all the debris out.
For the people that are home, it's also a good time probably like check bearing. I mean, just to...
Yep, absolutely. This is the time to... Your bike just got raced, you want to make sure that it's back to race tomorrow.
Yeah, right. Okay. For the super grassy ones, you're just pulling those out.
Just pull the pulleys out. Make sure you get all the grass out from inside. It'll definitely start to get into the bearings and slow you down.
Yeah. The longevity here is gonna go a lot longer.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. you're just drying off these cotton sidewalls. You don't want them, presumably.
Yeah, you don't want to keep them wet. You want to get all the mud, get all the debris off. Definitely keep them dry.
What happens if we keep them wet?
They will start to rot.
Yeah.
They are a cotton casing, so they will rot.
It's like a pillowcase.
It's like a pillowcase.
A wet pillowcase.
Yes.
Each chain link.
Each chain link. You start at the quick link, and you put one dab on each link, work your way all the way through, wipe the excess off, and you're done.
All right, and that's it.
That's it.
It's done.
It's done.
So thank you so much for taking it through. The bike looks brand spanking new.
It's ready to race tomorrow.
Great. All right. Thank you so much, Mike.
Thank you.